scripted stuff. This right here is the spiral to the circle, and the sun. You see the sun rays radiating off. You see the sun shining. That's the foundation points of the square. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's the square. Never forget, this is the square, and the shining, or the flames of the sun. That's the other square. Remember, in the circle is always 2 squares, and this right here is the spiral coming out into the circle. And then you see the burning radiations. That's just the power, the aura of the beautiful sun, the cosmic spiral, and you know how that works. Oh, you don't? Oh, well, the cosmic spiral, you either are the center and you expand outwards to become greater and make new circles upon circles upon circles upon circles, like the flower of life. Or you spiral, you walk the circles, and as many times as you walk outwards before you go in, you gather the energy from the vortex, become the energy from the vortex, and relinquish the energy of the vortex, and then spiral out. And then you walk this circle as many times as you did before you decided to go within. So now as you do that, that's dealing with some spiritual sciences I won't go no further into. So yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of pissed off. Am I kind of pissed off? I don't know if I'm pissed off. I'm not pissed off. I think I'm pissed off. I don't know if I'm pissed off. Tell me if I'm pissed off. Yo, you know what it is? Oh, the sand. You don't understand. The sand, my man. Sand. I deal with them crystals. I came here to heal, and the sand. I was in that beautiful water. I didn't want to come out, even though I had no intentions of swimming in that. Don't get me wrong. I want to be in the water. I wasn't looking to take a swim. But I love them crystals. And then this sand. That must have been like 10 million crystals right there. That just fell out of my hand. Each one of those was a crystal, and then you got them clumps of crystals. That's how you gotta see it. Sand is crystals, microscopic, miniature.
You need help?
No, I'm good.
I'm good like that.
Alright. You know what I'm saying? And you get that sand, crystals, implant yourself in them crystals and let them crystals do that crystal healing. If you're talking about crystal healing, well, here goes some fantastic shit. You land on top of one giant crystal. How far does it? Holy shit, how big is this crystal? That crystal goes all the way out there to where that building is somewhere. So all the way out there to where that building is somewhere. That's the borderline, whatever. But then holy smokes, all of them crystals is bordered by all of that water over there. Those are even better crystals. They soaked in the water. You might wanna, if you don't get the time to enjoy. For real. Love that beautiful crystal. Love that beautiful sand. Love that beautiful beach. Even when it's hurt up, it's still good. Can't forget those crystals. and remembered. Crystals. Record the history of this plant. Sand. Is a crystal. See the beautiful sparkling water on the crystals, which is sand if you did not know. Sand is a crystal. Therefore this whole beach is one big crystal. I'm implanting my feet in this sand, in this crystal, in this water, to help with my beautiful healing and my beautiful feelings. And I started this, the wave was out there. Now the water's all over my legs, and this is a beautiful experience for me because I do not deal with the beach at all. This water is healing. And the waves have now properly uncovered my feet from the sand. They were buried. I was like a tree rooted in the ground. But the water has now came and blasted my feet free. So now I'm going to walk off and replant myself. But this is beautiful. And I needed this so bad. So bad. Earth is beautiful. Earth is fantastic. Earth is lovely. Staff is nature, so you better believe I'm not scared of it being in the water. It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. So simple, but so beautiful. The element water, the element earth, the cleansing, the element earth and water simultaneous. Fantastic and beautiful. I was gonna put forth I came to the beach to cleanse myself of ailing, aching elements by using the elements. I was gonna rant a little bit, but I just feel too damn good to be mad about anything right about now. Feel too damn good. Just so nice. But realistically speaking, there are some things you should never not be pissed off about. You know what I'm saying? When you got stuff that's right in front of your face, oh, that should piss you off. Stuff that you've been led to enjoy, and that shit talking dirt about you. If you knew somebody was talking dirt about you, you'd be pissed off, right? So you got people that's talking trash about you to your face, and you don't even know. That should piss you off. What am I talking about? Well, I mean, you know, things like, for instance, you know, you like to be worldly and global, know things, and this, that, and the third, you know, and you got situations like, to this very day, it's 2014, and one of the greatest military strategists on the planet that's celebrated is Hannibal. And this dude, to this day, is presented as a white guy when this is a black guy. Black curly hair is curly as you can get it, as black as you can get it. It's a black dude, but he's presented as a white guy. Even to this day, 2012. In fact, there was a show called Spartacus with the gladiators. I was kind of feeling that shit, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to feel it, but I was feeling it. And then they had another show, like, it was like a two-piece movie or a two-piece series, Spartacus, which is different than the hot show that had Lucy Lawless, Xena, and that shit, and it was kind of freak world. They made a reference to Hannibal. They was like, yo, the African Hannibal. So now, I got some of my friends that be dying and make me get up in a movie or watch TV, because I really don't give a fuck about none of that shit no more. But when they made that reference, because dude know how I get down, he was waiting for me to damn near fall out my seat. He damn near fell out his seat when we heard that shit. Like, did them niggas just say the African? The only reference to him as a black person. You know what I'm saying? But the Hannibal, you know what I'm saying? Came and handled them white folks in Italy. You know what I'm saying? And gave them culture. How did they repay that shit? They made sure to run niggas out. They'd have been the equivalent of cave people, but they ran the people out that gave them beauty. So now, like I said, you want to be globally cultured and be like, oh, this is nice, but you gotta know who you is. If you're a black person, you gotta know who you is, and you can't be falling for the okie doke. And I don't give a fuck who you is, who you be around. If you can't stand strong in the name of you black, so you ain't trying to hear that bullshit, and you gotta get subservient because they not black, then you a slave. I don't give a fuck how cool you is with that person. If you can't be what it is, You know what I'm saying? So now, like the running of the bulls, I thought that I'm a Taurus. I don't like the Minotaur or none of that shit. Or bullfighting, cause they always slay the Minotaur. When I see him, I know he about to die. I personally don't like that shit as a Taurus. But the running of the bulls is black people, black dudes, the brothers. So you running the bulls up out of your town. I don't find that running of the bullshit too funny no more. That shit ain't sweet. That's some bullshit. And then you run the bulls to go into the big arena for the beautiful fight. Or is it the fight happens and then they let the bulls loose and then they run and that's the end? Whichever way it goes. There's a get out of town phase and then there's a main event phase, like the epic battle, which will be the bullfighter. Now, who the bullfighter is? That's those Italian heads, those white Italians, going up against Hannibal, the boss fight, the person who came and laid the law down on them. So kill him and then run out his troops. That's what the running the bulls is and bullfighting. I don't find that shit pleasant as a bull, and I'm not talking about Taurus. I'm talking about I've been one of the dudes they run up out of there. But that's historical. That's some history shit right there on the, you know what I'm saying, real talk. So now, they got this other shit that totally pisses me off. Cause I'm a dragon, hope that you heard, and I represent the dragons. They got this pasty face, white chick that looked like she just got thawed out from a block of ice. White broad. That's in command of dragons. And if you understand, dragons is black people, just like, you know what I'm saying, think about the lions, all them brothers that want to claim the lion, the dragon is you too. Just like I made that reference to the bull, but the dragons is the divine black people. So now you got this pasty faced white broad that got dragons at her command. She ain't got a couple, she got a whole horde, just at her command. Now that goes back to what we got going on in the present day world, where they always want to toss white broads to the athletes. Like, here, take a white broad, because the white broad's gonna control you. So a show like Game of Thrones is game of garbage, because I don't find nothing respectable in bowing down and talking about I give pleasure out of seeing my kind being made fools out of. And that's the problem with most black people. They don't mind being played as a fool right to their face. That shit need to be dealt with. So don't get it twisted. I got some other things that irk the hell out of me too. Like some religious things. You want to talk about and I went in on this before. You Hebrew Israelites, you Catholics, you Bible bumpers that like to call dudes pagan. Like, oh, you dealing with pagan, then you must be devil. You know what I'm saying? But then they wear a big ass shirt that got an animal face across it. You might as well have an animal head on you. This is 2014. You're not gonna walk around with a big animal head unless you're a mascot. And I know some of you religious heads have been mascots before. Some of you mascots, you know what I'm saying, talk that trash. But now, you may say that's just a job. You put that shit on top of your head and you start bugging out, you're a pagan. Don't get caught on because I just target a mascot right quick. You got that shirt on, you pagan. You got that full-fledged shirt on, you want to rock that lion, you want to rock that whatever, you worshiping that shit. I mean, ain't no different if you got that ring, that fat ring, was that a lion head, or some type of other animal head, you without that ring on, same worship. Unless you're just straight butt naked. You're animal worshiping somehow. So, you know, that just really irked me. Cause if you don't want to limit it to the animal thing, you can take it to the devil thing, because that's what the pagan thing eventually alludes to. That if you're doing all of this shit, you dabbling with the devil. You're gonna be dabbling with the devil. So if I got this right here, they're gonna say I'm a devil dabbler. I'm a devil dabbler. I just told you this right here. It's dusty crystals. Crystal dust. So this whole beach is a gigantic crystal. This just happens because it happens. It's all good. So you're gonna say the devil just make good works? You know what I'm saying? This helps heal your body. So you're trying to say healing your body is a work of the devil? Your body is naturally aligned to some of these things. So you're going to say your natural body alignment and your natural body abilities is some devil shit, makes you an outright idiot. Because you're saying you a devil, just point blank. There ain't nothing good that can come out of you. Because all of these things are things that you're born with and they grow. You're just suppressing them shits unnecessarily, which perverts you and then gets you on some devilish shit. But you want to call the devil the person that does not prefer himself, and then he walks in divinity. It's some confusing shit going out of here, and there's some confusing people that are walking around here with it. You know? I'm sorry, like I said, I just came out here for the beautiful healing. You know, I had some points I wanted to make, but obviously I'm not really making them points. Not how I wanted to, because I just feel good. Feeling nice at the moment. Blessed to enjoy this beach and this sand and this essence of the water. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't get amongst it that often. Yeah, so you know, I got another shit to continue with, and that's on this theory of God fearing. If you are God fearing anybody, I personally can't take a word you say serious. Because you on some bullshit and you did not understand at all. Supposed to be God honoring. And even if you, at some point you're supposed to understand this yourself. But the motherfuckers still using the word fear. And you know fear is related to the devil. And the strength of the mighty. That's where the fear comes in. Whoever's the mightiest, get the law. That's why the devil want to be stronger than everybody else. Yet you talking about God fearing. So you still pushing devil doctrine. Which makes no damn sense. So I believe in God honoring. You know what I'm saying? See, and I always make this understanding. If you scared of God, scared of anybody. As soon as you get the chance to bust their ass, you're gonna put them under the foot. You're gonna put them under the foot, or you're gonna show them the business. Be like, take this, man, take this. If you honor it, and they're not gonna do nothing. They only gonna do shit when they're around because they're scared. Once they think you out of sight, out of reach, they're gonna go back and do what they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing to it. But if one honors you, You ain't gotta be nowhere around. I mean, someone who honors you will even do the deed if you died. Be like, they died, but I'm gonna honor them. I'm still gonna do this shit because I said I'm gonna do it, and because I feel so strongly about them and I honor them, I'm gonna do it anyway, even if it don't count. That's what honor does. Fear has never did nothing like that. So when people want to talk about God fearing, they really do need to check themselves. Don't make no sense. So yeah, I do like to go in, even though I haven't went in yet. But I'm about to say some shit right now. And what I'm about to say is, I don't believe in imagination. Imagination is some weak shit for weak-minded people who have been tricked into having imagination. You know what I'm saying? Anybody tell you, anybody who know me, I am off the hook. My imagination wasn't nobody fucking with it. My imagination was off the hook. But at one point, imagination was gone. I couldn't make nothing. I couldn't think. I didn't have the energy, and I'm not talking about I didn't have to build up. I couldn't hold on. If I had a sun glowing within my gut, as soon as I tried to do something artistic with that shit would be a dead sun in 2 minutes. So there was no creative power within me to create. I could just copy over the same old shit I did from back when. I attribute this to white folks, because they're not us, and they don't have creativity ability. So when you're dealing with imagination, you're taking thoughts that you've been fed and you're generating thoughts from them, but you're not creating anything.